Welcome to Kermode Uncut. Spectre, the new Bond film, is just coming out on DVD. Remember when the film came out in cinemas, I reviewed it. I liked it very much. I didn't think it was perfect. I mean, not for me, quite up there with Skyfall, which is my joint favourite Bond movie, but I did like it very much. Many of you didn't. Many people wrote in, say how much they hated it. That's fine. Diversity of opinion is a wonderful thing. But the fact that Spectre is coming out on DVD made me think again about my two favourite Bond movies, Skyfall and On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Now, I've been saying that On Her Majesty's Secret Service is my favourite Bond movie for years and years.
My name's Bond, James Bond.
The new Bond.
It's the film which stars George Lazenby. I think it's like the sixth in the series if you don't count that Casino Royale. Sean Connery stepping down. George Lazenby, who was then only really known for doing a Fry's chocolate cream advert, stepped into the role of Bond and was not well received. He didn't like playing the role. They weren't crazy about him. He turned up at the premiere with a beard and long hair to demonstrate that he wasn't going to do it again. And then, of course, Sean Connery had to come back before Roger Moore stood in. So a lot going against the film. And technically, it wasn't a huge success. I mean, actually, it was, I think, the biggest grossing film of the year in the UK that year, but it didn't make as much as the previous Bond movies had, and no one was really happy with it. So what do I like about it? Well, firstly, it's got a brilliant theme tune. I think arguably the best Bond theme tune. But more importantly, it was part of a move to take Bond kind of back to his origins. The producers decided that they wanted to follow the novel rather more closely to achieve something like realism. Now, obviously, realism in terms of Bond is not realism as you or I understand it, but they were trying to do something more important, which was to give Bond a sense of vulnerability. For me, On Her Majesty's Secret Service was the first Bond film I'd seen in which Bond got hurt, not physically, but emotionally hurt. I remember seeing the film in the cinema and being absolutely stunned by a particular moment in the film. Now, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Some of you may not have seen it yet, but it is a film which involves genuine emotional hurt. If you fast forward and look at Casino Royale, when the series was kind of reinvented and Daniel Craig stepped into the role, for my money, the best Bond we've ever had, they were trying to do many of the same things to get it back to the realism of the novels, to do away with some of the gadgets. And for me, Skyfall has all those things that On Her Majesty's Secret Service has. It has great theme tune, it has a terrific central performance, and it has a genuine sense of loss. Now, when we come to Spectre, in a way, the Bond movies are stepping back a little bit. I mean, that's a film that nods its head toward The Spy Who Loved Me and From Russia with Love and even Live and Let Die. It's a film which kind of shows an affection for those Bond movies which are more to do with romping and fun and action and adventure, but it still has at its core a sense that it's made by somebody who loves the idea of a proper Bond movie. Look, I'm not being contrary about this, and actually, over the years, more and more people seem to be in agreement. On Her Majesty's Secret Service may not have the best Bond in it, but it is, for my money, the best Bond movie. Up there with Skyfall, and a film which really stands the test of time. Enjoy Spectre, or maybe don't enjoy it, up to you. But On Her Majesty's Secret Service, that's kind of inarguable.
This never happened to the other fella.